Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
We play to win. Let's go! You can't block me. You can't block me.
Vic operating on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Used to have a coach who tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Vic. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. To throw, Vic. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check. Check. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Watch the curve.
On 2nd and 12, Vic looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. It's a play fake. Now Vic. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Vic to the air again. Being chased out. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Vic. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy. Take care of the football. We're on the road. You're a youngster. Let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you. Move on. Long way to go in this one.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
The give to Taylor. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 34.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag.
They'll set up the throw. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Ready? Check, check, 59. Hit. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Check.
Taylor. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Tighten up.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
It's now 3rd and 10. You're on an island over there. You're on an island.
They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second.
And that's caught inside the 30. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. you got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay.
2nd and 6. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Okay. Let's get it.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Check. 59. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
He'll drop to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They'll run with Taylor. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right. 3 down. 3 down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a carry for Allen. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Check 99. Check 99. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Ship.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Returnable for Grant. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Check, 59, 59. You're not ready. You're not ready. Hey, check 26. Bullet, half.
They run with Taylor. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and 5. Escaping the pressure right. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a first down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's 2nd and 8. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. Allen again, looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. On 3rd down, it's Allen, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On 1st down, Allen, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try to throw it here. Vick. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for the Bengals. 63 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They'll run. This is Allen. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now Taylor. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On first down, it's Taylor. He's got the first down and more inside the 40, and he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Second and 4 at the Bengals 33.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Check 49, check 49.
Now a give right side. It's Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Dolphins on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Taylor, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Let's go for it. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground with Allen. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Vic. Dancing to his left. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Jerome Baker. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 as...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The throw on second down from Vic, incomplete. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They run the draw play. Allen. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Vic. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing, Vic. And the pressure gets to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made